about that.
Oh, you're good. It's recording.
Okay.
Pressure for Lima Alpha midfield left down 119.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you're okay.
Actually,
President departing or 19 remaining the pattern flying to be.
got a little cold there.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 turning crosswind, flying W.
I guess we'll go towards like the Delaware Bay since you're kind of from that general area.
Okay.
Because over to the east until you get to the beach, it's just all trees. It's kind of boring.
Okay.
Might as well get a little bit of sightseeing out of it at the same time.
Downwind runway 219.
Local traffic water turning final runway 24.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 turning downwind departing to the northeast, flying W. Flying W traffic departure for Lima Alpha left base 19. Copy. We'll see it.
Armcan traffic GDM on the RNB 10 miles out.
So, you can see Philadelphia off your left wing there. It's kind of
19 flying W.
hazy a little bit, surprisingly.
Flying W traffic departure for Lima Alpha base 5.
Got McGuire Air Force Base over there. They're always shooting off
that's
jets
over
there.
here?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And actually, here, I'll turn to the right for a second. You can actually see Atlantic City almost a little clearer than Philadelphia right now.
Flying W traffic departure for Lima Alpha short final 19.
Here, I'll turn right really quick. All right, you see way out there, there's like another skyline, like just over my right shoulder. Yeah, that's Atlantic City down there.
Okay. Oh.
I guess we'll keep 1,500. Okay, so we'll do a cruise checklist. So that's basically like we're at the altitude we want to be at.
Okay.
We don't want to climb anymore.
Flying W
The
traffic.
flaps are up. I'm going to reduce the power to 1900 to 25.
Below 1,000.
Usually do like 22-ish. I think I'm going to actually put the cabin heat on. You cold? Are you comfortable?
I'm a little cold.
All right, yeah. Here, if you close that, yeah, there you go. It'll get hot in here quick. Kind of smells bad too, but for now. Landing light is off. I'm going to keep 1,500. And trim adjust, mixture, flight plan, flight file. Okay, cool. So.
Radio check 122.8. You got your lag clear.
I'm going to quiet them down. And we're just going to mess around a bit. And I'm going to just occasionally be checking my phone on the map here.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is just straight and level flight. Unless you want me to fly around for a bit. I mean, you do have a full hour if you want to just kind of sightsee before we start giving you some easy stuff. Totally up to you, assuming you're comfortable and everything, you know?
Either one. I'm down to try whenever.
Okay. You see those yellow, like, containers, like, way out there? Okay. So I'm going to want you to try and keep straight and level flight. So what that means is I'm going to want you to maintain your altitude.
Okay.
So just become accustomed to maintaining your altitude. That's one of the most important things for the rest of your flight training. So 1,500.
Okay.
We'll want to keep that. We indicate if we're climbing or descending with the vertical speed indicator, but let's not focus too much on the instruments for now. I want you to focus on outside references. So right now, if you look, we're not climbing or descending. We're right at 1,500, right?
Yeah.
You see the visual you have, like, off the nose? It's about, like, 3 inches of ground, or maybe even 3 fingers if you were to put them up like that.
Okay.
I mean, that's all you need to look at. If you want to occasionally peek, we're not climbing or descending. Looking outside, we're not climbing or descending. If you were to see maybe like that, that's what, I don't know, 6 inches? Kind of common sense you're descending.
Yeah.
And kind of going back to the attitude indicator, it's showing us descending. So we could use our instruments that, you know, prove to us that we are descending.
Okay.
But not using the instruments and just using common sense, we'll use the alternative example. We can't see the ground at all, so common sense says we're climbing.
Okay.
And then with being level, that's what that comes with the pitch, but then the bank as well, so we want the wings level. So we don't want to be banking like this. That's a bank to the left, so we would correct for that, and vice versa. So if you're just looking at that straight ahead view with the 3 fingers, if you see the horizon just like not aligned with the nose, obviously you know that you know, you're not straight and level.
Yeah.
But yeah, so fly to those yellow things there. You could even do a little shallow right turn if you want. We didn't get too far off track, but actually, really, if you want to, yeah, we'll do a little right turn. We'll just do like 20 degrees too if you want. So that's second line, what you're doing there.
Okay.
And rule of thumb as well with the turns, as long as you keep those 3 inches of your peripheral, oh wow, I can't even say the word, peripheral view.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to be climbing or descending.
Okay.
But yeah, even if you want to fly to that bridge, it doesn't have to be those yellow things. I just usually pick that. Yeah, we won't, I won't get too anal on you yet for the straight and level, but yeah, just kind of feel the controls out. Your rudders, you won't really have to worry about too much, but yeah, get a feel for like the pitch,
Okay.
you know, the forward pressure, the back pressure, the banking. Just get a feel for how sensitive it is. You know, it's like a car. You get a different car and then you add the brakes and you're like, whoa, that was, you know, not as sensitive as my car, you know? But yeah, just get a feel for it. Yeah, try like a very small, shallow turn just to get that yellow container off of our nose. Should probably figure out what exactly they are. I use them all the time. Actually, this is the Delaware River right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just have you fly over those yellow things there. I don't know, are you familiar with Northeast Philly, the airport at all? Or?
Yeah, the airport, yeah.
So it's actually right off our left wing. You can see there's a little opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I see what you're talking about.
But that's it right there.
Okay.
Yeah, then once we cross this river, I mean, we're in Pennsylvania, so we'll just, we'll say you flew into Pennsylvania today.
Yeah.
Just for bragging rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What you just did there, I saw that. So, you know, you noticed we were climbing a little bit. You just pushed the nose down and, yeah, nice little correction there. Feeling good though, not feeling motion sickness or anything like that?
I'm fine so far.
So far. Should I anticipate anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. All right.
Definitely let you know if I do.
Well, we have our puke bags just in case. But yeah, you officially have flown into Pennsylvania. So here, I'll take controls really quick.
Okay.
My controls. And I'm going to show you, we'll just do a shallow right-hand turn. So we're going to go, we'll do 20 degrees of bank. Or actually, you know what, we'll do 10 for now. We'll do 10, and then if 10 is easy for you, which it probably will be, we'll go to 20. So 10 degrees is just that first line on the attitude indicator. So if we're level, you see how there's like a little, like a sandwich kind of thing there? Yeah, whatever line you have in the center of those two, that's how much you're banking.
Okay.
So the first 3 lines is really all we'll focus on, 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
So we're just doing a nice little 10-degree turn. If you notice, if you were like to just take the center of the cowling there, and just add 3 inches to it, you know, you're getting that peripheral view of those 3 inches.
Yeah.
You know you're staying straight and level. So like without even looking at the instruments, it doesn't look like we're climbing or descending, right?
Yeah.
And we can oh, actually, you know what? Let me keep it straight here. If you look straight ahead, you got a New York City view as well.
Oh, wow.
Way out there. Yeah, you got the Freedom Tower and everything. So, yeah, cool. But, yeah, continuing. Just a shallow, like, 10-degree bank.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you're not sure if you're climbing or descending, we do what's called a cross scan. So you're looking outside.
Okay.
And we're always looking for traffic, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of doing that for you. But regardless, if you're not sure if we're climbing or descending, we could just occasionally peak here. It's like, okay, we lost 50 feet. I'll just apply a little bit of back pressure. 50 feet you get in like seconds.
Okay.
But you see now we're getting a little bit of a climb. You see that 3 inches kind of disappeared off the nose?
Yeah.
It's like maybe an inch now. And then, yeah, we still descended a little bit. But yeah, that's the concept behind it.
I see.
But since we're kind of close to airspace right now, we'll continue on, this heading for a minute. So we'll do turns. So I showed you that. That's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you climbs and descents really quick too, because I'll have you do that next.
Okay.
So I like to use the analogy as a bike. And bear with me, I'm gonna turn this on and off because it like gets too hot, then too cold, and then it smells weird. So I like to use the analogy of a bike and on a hill.
Okay.
So if we wanted to climb uphill, what would we need to do in terms of the like pedals? Pedal faster.
Yeah.
So right now we're in a cruise, and it's even like a car too. If you're going uphill, eventually, if you're like just idling the car, it's gonna slow down.
Yeah.
So if we want to climb, you can add full power, so your throttle.
Okay.
And then just pitch the nose up about like 10 degrees. So you see there's like 2 lines right there, 10 and 20. But yeah, 10 degrees is enough. I'll just go to like 1800 there. And then we don't really have that outside reference to use if we're wings level. So then you could use your instrument to figure that out.
Okay.
So there's 18. Then we'll push the nose down to 3 inches. And we're back to straight and level flight. And then I would control the power setting for you. I'm not expecting you to know that right now. But then vice versa. So say we want to descend back to 1500, just like a car or bike, you're not going to be speeding down a hill. You can pull the power all the way out if you want to, but if you think it feels weird or makes you uncomfortable, just a decent amount.
Yeah.
And then same thing, you just push the nose down, and now you're getting, you know, what, like a foot of, you know, the ground in your peripheral vision.
Okay.
Obviously, we're descending as well. We got 200 feet to go, so we'll just wait. Actually, no, I'll have you do it. So the cruise setting, like I was saying before, is about like 22.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on 1500. Then once we get close to that, I'm going to get the nose back to those 3 inches, push the throttle back until I get to 22. And that's it.
Okay.
And the plane's really all trimmed out, so I haven't had to show you that at all. But yeah, there's 1500. It's the plane's banking on its own. But here, take controls. We'll actually use the turnpike here as a reference. So here, get me aligned with the turnpike going north. So just get right over it. You see it, right?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. And I'm just going to check the time really quick because I'm not sure exactly what time we started. That's like the minute I shut this off, I get cold. 0.8. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Okay. So, since I just showed you, let's do a, you know what, we'll do turns first. Because typically before you do any maneuver,
Okay.
you do clearing turns.
Okay.
Which means we're literally doing turns to make sure that there's no traffic.
Okay.
So we'll do like a 10-degree turn, and here, try and maintain your altitude, 1,500. And if you can't, it's not that big of a deal. It's
it's
just something to keep an eye of. You know, you're not like on an altitude restrict, like we're not gonna get in trouble or anything.
Yeah.
It's just good habit.
Okay.
But yeah, so let's do a left 180-degree turn. So you see how we're like 070 right now?
Yeah.
And there's a little line at the bottom there? We'll go to like a west heading. We'll keep it simple.
Okay.
So we'll just look left, make sure nobody's in our view, and then you could just do a either 10 or 20-degree turn, whatever you feel comfortable with. Try your best to maintain the altitude. So, you know, using those 3 inches. You could do your occasional cross scan if you want, but really the purpose of this will be to not only practice the turns, but to make sure that there's no traffic coming.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a sip of water here really quick. And if you ever feel uncomfortable or anything, just let me know, I'll take it.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll do, just use the turnpike as a reference too. I did say west, but yeah, just use the turnpike. So it's coming off our left wing. That's not this road, it's the next one. Actually, not this one either, but you're good. Yeah, the big road there. And then, yeah, just peek at your altitude really quick. So here you go. So that was 180 degrees. There's no traffic, but using that, you climbed to 1800. So bring me back down to 1500 using the procedure I taught you. So we want to go and descend. So try reducing your power a little bit because we don't want to get too fast. And then just try and stay wings level because we're banking a little bit. I'm noticing this plane wants to bank to the left for whatever reason, so we might have to counteract that a little bit. But there you go, 1,500 is coming. Actually, we didn't even reduce the power too much, but it's okay. But yeah, there's 1,500. We'll stick it back to like 2,200 RPM. And then just try and give me those 3 inches for straight and level flight. And then, yeah, I'll tell you what. So you see the turnpike right here?
Yeah.
Since you turned left, let's do a turn to the right. And then we'll try and get realigned with it. And I'll keep an eye out for traffic, and you're keeping the altitude. Actually, this one looks really nice. Yeah, so we'll do a full 180. So you could go like 060 when you're heading.
Okay. So back the other way?
Yep, yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, since you did a 180-degree turn to the left, we'll just do one to the right now, yeah.
Okay.
And you're clear to the right. You'll get a quick peek of Philadelphia there too while you're at it. There you got a nice little 20-degree bank going. We're descending just a little bit, so yeah, I feel you applying that back pressure just a tad, so good. And this plane is extremely sensitive compared to all the other ones. It's very responsive to all the movements that you do. So, you know, if you see that you're descending too much, you don't have to apply a lot of back pressure. It's like just exactly how you did it. You got us right back to 1,500. Very subtle movements.
Okay.
But yeah, very good. 20 or your 10 degrees bank. Looking outside. How's our altitude? Looks good. You got a little climb, but we're coming up on 1,500, so good. There's the turnpike coming back. What happened there?
I don't know, it's just like...
A little turbulence?
Yeah, I think so. I think I just started to overcorrect.
Yeah, you're good. All right, cool. And then, yeah, we'll get back to a straight and level. So just get those 3 inches again. So here, check out your vertical speed indicator really quick right here. You see how we're climbing a little bit?
Okay.
And then you see off the nose? Yeah, you got it. Wow, I can't believe how clear the city is today. That's crazy. We're not even like parallel with Trenton right now. Actually, Trenton is right off the wing though, over there by that bridge.
Okay.
So actually, you technically saw 4 cities today. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a climb. You feeling okay still?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, so let's do a climb. We'll
Okay.
keep this heading, like an east heading or 080, and we'll add full power. And then I want you to take me to 2,000 feet. So when that big arrow gets to the 0, that'll be 2,000.
And push in.
Yep, that'll put the power in. Yep, you got it. And then remember, as you climb, you could just do like 10 degrees, and you could go full power.
Okay.
There you go. And then just use your attitude indicator to keep your wings level. And then, yeah, we'll get to 2,000 feet. And then as we approach 2,000, we'll get those 3 inches again off our nose, and we'll reduce the power to 22.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Nice little climb. Got 100 feet to go. Yeah, there you go. Then down to 3 inches. And you can start pulling the power to 22. There you go. It's a nice little climb. And yeah, the only thing that's not super sensitive is the throttle. The controls are really sensitive. The throttle, you actually have to put in a little effort into it. Okay, let's do we'll do another right-hand turn. We'll do 180 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're clear to the right. Man, I'd argue New York is clearer today than Philly. That's crazy. You're really getting the whole skyline right now.
That really brightened up just from a little while ago.
Yeah, I think it's just, there's no clouds over there, so the sun's just beaming down on it.
Yeah.
If you want to take pictures or anything, you're more than welcome.
I'm okay.
I don't want you to feel like you're forced to being instructed right now. It's your first flight. You should be able to enjoy it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to take pictures or you want to just look outside, granted I am having you look outside mostly. A lot of people get too fixated on the instruments, but you're doing good.
Okay.
You see those 2 big hangars straight ahead?
Yeah.
Actually, there's 3 of them, but that's Lakehurst Naval Base.
Okay.
You heard of the Hindenburg?
Yeah.
That's where that blew up over there. But then, yeah, now you can see McGuire really good. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
You could turn 100, or not 180, you could do like, just follow the turnpike again.
Okay.
We'll do a right-hand turn. We don't want to get too close to McGuire. Alright. There's one guy doing groundwork over there. Yeah, nice 20-degree turn now, too. 10 degrees tends to be too easy for people.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was good. Yeah, you see there's a plane, like, right there at probably our 10 o'clock. If you look at McGuire, then just a little down, there's a plane right there.
Yeah. I see it right there.
Yeah.
The white one?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's kind of annoying about this area. There's a few flight schools that use this as a practice area over here.
Okay.
So you're kind of having a lookout and whatnot, but yeah, no, we're doing good. All right, so doesn't look like we have anybody in front of us, though. I think that's the only guy we're really concerned about. So we'll use the turnpike as a reference. You see where it kind of bends up there and then it straightens out? We'll just use that as a reference because the only thing you haven't been doing, and again, it's not that big of a deal, you're keeping your altitude great, but another thing that comes with practice as well is maintaining your heading.
Okay.
So right now we're flying 240, but an easier way of doing that would be like, all right, let's figure out what heading the turnpike is, and as long as we have that on our nose, and we're not angled off like this, for example, like say we did a maneuver and now we're off like this, it's like, okay, I clearly got off track.
Okay.
So yeah, try and get like the turnpike right off your nose.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have you do a little bit of descents now since we did climbs. The descents are a lot easier because you can see the ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't even have to use the turnpike. You could use something else. But whatever you want, you could descend down to like 1,500. Just remember, we'll reduce the power a little bit.
Okay.
So if you want to go to like just the top of the green arc, maybe 19. Or even, no, you know what? We'll go like 15. We'll bring the power back a lot. That gets you down a lot quicker. You just kind of drop like a fly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then you're losing almost 1,000 feet per minute. We're already at 1,700 feet. And then there's 1,500, so you can add 22. Sweet. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the descents are a lot easier.
Go by quicker, too.
Yeah, they're quick. All right. Still feeling good?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. If you ever feel a little weird too, or whatever, if you have the air blowing in your face, it helps a lot.
Okay.
Or if I'm making you hot, just let me know.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm used to this stuff, so it's like,
Yeah. Okay.
so here, let's, yeah, we'll keep this heading for a bit. Get me back to 1,500 though.
Oh, we're wrong.
Yep, backwards, exactly. Using that bike analogy, it really helps. You know, you're on some big hill, you're not going to be like, let me just not pedal anymore.
Exactly.
Flying W traffic Archer for Lima Alpha is turning about 2.5 miles left base 19.
Yeah, cool, there's 1,500. Then we'll level off. Yeah, you're basically at 22 already. All right, so then the next thing we'll do.
Comanche at South Jersey Regional. I'm ready to go. Okay to go in front.
We will combine the two. So we'll combine a turn with a descent and a turn with a climb.
Okay.
So let's do. A climbing right-hand turn first, which you're actually climbing already. So here, get the plane all settled first. We'll go to a straight and level flight. There you go, that looks good. We'll turn 180 degrees, so you can either use, yeah, I guess you really won't be able to see it, but we're right over the turnpike. If you want to use that, just off the side windows, or you could use the heading indicator, so like 060.
Okay.
But climb me to 2,000 feet, and we'll do a right-hand turn 180 degrees.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go full power. We'll just do like 10 or 20 degrees of bank, whichever one you want.
To the right, right?
Yeah, we'll go right, and you're clear to the right. And yeah, just do like 10 to 15 degrees of pitch up. So there you are, right at 15. You can pitch the nose down just a little more. There you go, that's fine. It doesn't have to be a crazy climb. But now we're leveling off, you see?
Yeah.
So continue to turn. You can climb a little more. We could go 2,200, so you got a feel for it a little more. Yeah, you see the turnpike now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll level off, whatever. I mean, you climb 500 feet anyway, actually a little over.
1 mile final.
And get me back to straight and level. And then just reduce the power, because now, you know, you just got done climbing up the hill. You're probably tired. You're not going to be, you know, going crazy on the pedals. So back to 22, a nice cruise, and yeah, that was beautiful.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, use caution. Skydives are over the field now, 5,000 feet and below. If you are in the air, and do not overfly copy.
And then we'll do it descending. I feel like I'm having you turn right a lot, but it's kind of on purpose. We'll do a descending left-hand turn. We'll go 180 degrees again, and we'll go back to 1,500.
Okay.
So, yeah, whenever you're ready. But yeah, same concept, just, yep, you got it backwards. It's all right. So just 10 to 20 degrees of bank, 10 to 20. Just, yeah, honestly, this is fine. You don't even need to do much more pitch down than this.
Cross-sea traffic here, then left base, 27 cross-sea.
So you're 30 degrees, now 45 on bank. So we'll just pitch, or bank a little less. It's not wrong, I'm just I'm keeping it simple for you today.
Okay.
There you go, we're losing 500 per minute.
27 cross-sea.
Van Zandt 186, you're downwind 25 Van Zandt.
Yeah, so let's lose that extra 100, or yeah, it's 150 feet. All right, cool.
South Jersey Twins.
Yeah, and then back to 22, you got it. Still feeling good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Here, let's turn to, we'll say a west heading. So, yeah, like back where all that smoke is over there, kind of where we initially started.
Oh, it's County Airport, November 41 Juliet Alpha is overflying the field at 1,500 feet, enter into a left downwind for runway 6. This will be a low approach only, Ocean County.
Not even our frequency.
To the south, inbound.
Okay, I'll tell you what, you got the climbs and descents really good. I think you got the premise of that. Let's try, you did 10 and 20 degrees of bank. Let's try 30. Okay. How's that sound? Here, we'll give you back to 22. So 30 degrees of bank will be that third line.
Okay.
We'll do one to the left and one to the right, and we'll see how that goes. You could do a full 360 if you want.
Okay.
And so you're not quite at steep turns yet. Steep turns are a 45-degree bank, but doesn't really mean anything. Where I'm going at with this is for that specific maneuver, just to kind of like ease you into it, you want to end the maneuver at the same heading you started with, plus or minus 10. So what that means is you would do west plus 10 or minus 10, but to keep it simple, you could use Philadelphia. It's like, okay, I started aiming at Philadelphia. It kind of goes back to what I was talking about before. So yeah, just use that as your reference point. Just use Philly. You might as well.
Okay.
It's right in front of you. But yeah, we'll try to turn to the left or right, whichever direction you want. I think we're clear both ways. And yeah, we'll do a 30-degree bank, and then just try your best to maintain 1,500. And if you peep occasionally that we're climbing or descending, just use the corrections that you learned to correct for that.
Roger that.
And 30 degrees of bank will be a little harder, so there's 30.
Traffic, Cherokee base.
And then you see how the nose is just down a little bit, and we can verify. So yeah, just a little back pressure, then a little bit more bank. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Yeah, you got 30 degrees. Climbing just a little now. You see how it's like
Traffic Archer,
you don't have those 3 inches right off the nose.
Yeah.
Granted, you're not climbing a lot, but yeah, just stay cognizant of that and then try and correct for it. Bank a little more. Assuming you feel comfortable. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
Cross east traffic, yellow and white Skyhawk 14 Hotel, 2 miles east of the field, 1,000 feet inbound, left base, 27 cross east.
Yeah, sweet. There's 30 degrees.
Left crosswind and left downwind, 25 Van Zandt.
County traffic, 41 Juliet Alpha.
Yeah, there's Philly popping up. You can continue to 30, 1,500. Yeah, that's not bad. Then you can level off, back to a straight and level, and then we'll try one to the left.
There's traffic, Star 4287 Quebec, 3.5 miles to the south.
Cool.
All right. Can I go for the left?
Yeah, we'll try one to the left. Yeah, we'll do the same exact thing.
What's that? Just making sure you see us on crosswind here.
No, I don't have any in sight.
You're 10 o'clock.
But you see how much ground we got going on?
Yeah.
A little bit of back pressure.
Pakistan Municipal Cherokee 680 is crosswind.
There you go.
426.
Van Zandt traffic, Skywagon left
Yeah, we're
downwind.
climbing. Yeah, I saw. Yep. Yeah, what you're doing is right. Very good. And then just a little bit more bank.
Traffic,
We'll keep that 30 in.
Left base, runway 27. Cross east traffic. Sliding to traffic.
Yeah, there's your 30. There's Philly coming up. Cool.
Sliding to traffic.
All right, and I'll show you one thing really quick. We haven't had to use it today because I guess I set it up so good that we haven't had to touch it. But let me show you just the last control that we have.
Okay.
Final 19.
So we're gonna have the elevator trim.
Okay.
So what that does is it's probably the closest thing we'll get to.
The upwind.
Actually, you see that big open patch of land right there?
Yeah.
Just off to the left. Just fly towards that. But what this is going to do with this little wheel right here, and all the planes have it, is it's our trim. It's that little flap on the back of the elevator that was on the right-hand side. Remember, I was like, oh, yeah, we'll get to it later. What that's going to do is it's the closest thing to like a cruise control, if you will, or almost autopilot.
Okay.
So say, well, here, I'll show you really quick. You see how this this bar right here is on that paint?
Yeah.
Right there?
Skywagon.
If it's off, let go of the controls. You see how it's doing that?
Oh.
It's like, well, that's annoying. So let me get it back to straight and level. Sorry for like the negative G's.
Oh, you're okay.
So they're straight and level, and it's like, let me see what the plane is wanting to do on its own. I'm going to let go really quick. It's pitching up, so I'm going to trim down. And then I'm going to let go. And there, now the plane doesn't want to go up or down.
Okay.
So just keeping us level with the horizon, not pitching up or down. It doesn't do anything for bank.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's not always perfect. Just today, surprisingly, it's been spot on the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, so let's fly.
Flying W traffic helicopters left from the south ramp, beach departing 19.
Let's go 1,500. We'll go towards that general area there. We'll slowly start heading back. The first thing we want to do is we're going to do the approach checklist. So we're going to get the weather again. We'll just pick that up.
59er Zulu. Wind 240 at 03. Visibility 10. Sky condition few 2,800. Scattered 5,000. Overcast 10,000. Temperature 12 Celsius. Dew point 03 Celsius. Altimeter 3019er. Remarks. Density altitude minus 500.
So 3019 there. All right, we got that. All right, so let's do. Give me a turn to. Gotta realign this. Let's go south. Excuse me. Yeah, then 22. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you headings.
Okay.
And you just turn to those headings. Using basically all the direction I've given you today. You got the pretty basic controls down pretty good, so that's good. So, I don't know if you can see it. You see like there's kind of a big open spot of land.
Right there?
There's actually a few, but there's one that the grass is really dead.
Yeah.
There's like three really nice green ones, and then there's like a nice dead
brown one.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
That's the airport.
Okay.
So that patch of land is the end of the runway, and then it kind of like the trees narrow in.
Okay.
That's the actual runway there. So the proper way to enter the pattern is on a 45-degree angle. So if this is the runway, so it's facing like that. Depending on which runway we're using, we initially started on 19. We'd want to come in on a 45-degree angle this way.
Okay. So I need to go out and come in?
Yeah, exactly. So you can start turning out towards like that way.
Lincoln Park traffic.
It's really just like
5.5 to the southwest.
there's no specific headings. It's like you just kind of look at the airport and figure it out.
Traffic light cirrus is 15 to the northwest on the practice GPS 19er approach, Lincoln Park.
Hackettstown traffic, Skyhawk 2 Mike Delta, 4 miles to the east, inbound full stop, Hackettstown.
I haven't flown here in a while. It's like I flew in mostly in September last.
Okay.
So the trees weren't turning yet, so everything kind of looks different now. It's crazy.
Traffic 585.
Or if you want, I could fly if you want to look outside. I mean, it's whatever you want.
I think I'm good for right now.
Okay. But yeah, just fly around. I'll tell you where to go.
Okay.
But yeah, look outside. Don't get too fixated on this. You got the general premise of everything. I will say though, you could turn to like a south heading now. Basically, yeah, there's Atlantic City. Yeah, you could go up to 30 degrees, whatever you want. You see there's like a little water tower coming up
Lincoln Park traffic.
off the nose? Yeah, just fly right towards that thing.
GPS 19 approaching to Lincoln Park.
Donegal Springs, Skydive 1, jumpers away, 9,500. Donegal Springs, jumpers away.
I'm going to put the landing light on. All right, so we got the ATIS on
Temperature for Lima Alpha, left crosswind 19.
They're still using 19. So on the checklist, I'll just read it out to you. The radios are set, obviously we're listening to them. They're using runway 19. Traffic pattern altitude, I didn't discuss this before, but every airport, it's usually the standard altitude is 1,000.
Okay.
So when you're in the traffic pattern, they call it, which is essentially the rectangle around the airport.
Okay.
We want everybody to be the same altitude, so that way you're not like looking up and down. So 1,000 feet is pretty standard. So we're going to descend down to 1,000 feet as we're approaching the airport. But staying at like 1,500 at this distance, just in case somebody's flying like a crazy traffic pattern, which would be really extreme, but it gives us a good traffic avoidance by being this high for now.
Okay.
Downwind for 23.
And then 19, fortunately for you, is left traffic, so you'll have it off the left-hand window.
Okay.
And so that's the pattern entry, left traffic, and I'll tell you when to descend down to 1,000 feet.
19 traffic.
And then we'll just do the landing checklist really quick. So the fuel selector, undercarriage, mixture, prop power, seat belts, carb heat. Okay, that's it. It's really not much. And then I'll of course do the landing. That's gonna be the hardest thing of your training.
Okay.
It takes forever. But yeah, now this is just
South Jersey Regional Archer.
a little cruise.
X-ray is shooting the RNAV to runway 26.
Axtown traffic to Mike Delta, directly over midfield 2000. They're going to circle back around and enter the left downwind for 23. Axtown.
Flying W traffic Archer, 4 Lima Alpha, left base 19.
Hey, 172, Lincoln Park traffic, Strawberry is entering a left downwind, runway 19.
Lincoln Park traffic, white.
You can descend.
Overhead 15.
Yeah, just goes back to 1,500.
9 approach. Lincoln Park.
Potsdam traffic, Skyhawk 716 about 10 out to the east. They'll be overflying the field at 2000 to make a right turn into a left entry for the downwind for runway 26.
Yeah, there's 15. So you could go back to 22.
South Jersey traffic, is there somebody on final for runway 26?
Flying W traffic, Archer 4 Lima Alpha, base to final 19. That's probably us you're looking at.
Over 152, cross 131, over.
Copy that. Continuing my descent down for runway 26 at South Jersey Regional.
And then now will be
Archer Flying W should be out of your way by now.
where there's a. It could potentially be a lot of people, so just keep your eyes peeled.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll get people that like aren't even announcing where they are, which gets even sketchier. But
short final 19.
Left downwind, 28 down for spring.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 is 3 miles to the northeast. 1,500 maneuvering for the 45 for 19, Flying W.
all right, let's turn to the west. So a right turn to the west, and you can start descending down to 1,000 feet. So just like we were doing before.
Lincoln Park.
Yep, and you got it backwards, but you're corrected for it. Good.
31, over.
South Jersey Regional Archer 26 X-ray final runway 26 South Jersey.
Minor low approach, Lincoln Park.
Yeah, what? Actually, I forgot what I said. You can keep this heading though.
Runway 24, Lincoln traffic.
Axtown traffic to Mike Delta, turning left base 23, Axtown.
Yeah, you could go towards the west if you don't mind. Actually, just a little left of the west because we're going to have a wind coming from the left-hand side.
Okay.
Just a little bit. So yeah, like right here is perfect. Sweet. And then 1,000 feet, awesome.
Tower 6 is lifting the ramp and taxing out midfield, South Jersey.
Axtown traffic to Mike Delta, turning final 23, Axtown.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 established on the 45, 2 miles to the east for 19, Flying W.
All right. Airport's coming in here. You see there's like that little white tent? You probably didn't even notice it when we were walking.
there.
Yeah, just fly right towards that white tent.
Okay.
The trees really kind of ruin everything. Actually, I'll tell you what, if you want, give me a right-hand turn to the north, and then I'll take over from here.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152, midfield downwind for 19, Flying W.
Actually, I'll kind of talk you through it. So we'll go north, pull the power to 1500 RPM. I'm just going to have you do everything.
South Jersey, Penn Star 6, taking active 26, midfield for departure, South Jersey.
Okay. And then pull the carb heat all the way out. And then pitch up just a little bit. So we're in the white arc here, that thick white arc.
Okay.
So pitch up just a little more.
Downwind runway 24.
There, white arc. And we'll go 10 degrees of flaps. So just go down one notch. There you go, sweet. And we can start doing a left-hand turn to the west.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 turning base for 19, flying W.
And then only like, yeah, you could do up to 30. That's fine. All right, so there's west, level off. And we'll go flaps 20. We're just going to pitch for like 75 right now on the airspeed. Right now I'm giving a lot to you right now, it's alright.
That's okay.
You can go full flaps now.
Full flaps?
Yeah, just so all the way down, sorry. Flaps 30.
You're good.
And then, yeah, here, I'll take over.
Okay.
My controls.
Think about traffic, wide cirrus is the Chappie 19 low approach, Lincoln Park.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 turning final, flying W.
Pakistan traffic, Cessna 2 Mike Delta, turning left, down there,
Southwest 7 Quebec, turning final runway 24, Lincoln traffic.
So what'd you think?
That was pretty fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have you taxi us back to the parking spot.
Okay.
So right now I'm aiming for the numbers. You want to pretend like you're going to basically touch down on those, but after we get to the numbers, you end up getting a little float, and you just hold the nose up. Then we keep that center line. Now the rudders come into play a lot. Got a little yellow line, even though it's not the greatest. We'll get off right here. Once we cross these double lines, we'll make a call, because until we cross these lines, we're technically still on the runway.
Okay.
And that includes the tail, so get all the way off.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 152 is clear of 19, flying W.
Then we'll do the after landing.
Flying W traffic, Archer,
Carby.
Alpha,
Turn the strobe lights off so we don't blind people. Trim wheels aligned. Landing light is off. Mixture is lean. And then, yeah, again, using what I taught you, just take me on the yellow line and then I'll tell you where to go.
Are you on?
So yeah, we'll do a left-hand turn and then we'll just pull that back. You just needed the power for the initial getting out of there. A little differential braking. And then, yeah, just try and get me to that left yellow line, if you can. And then the yellow line's kind of slowly going to disappear, but you see it kind of turning here in like a second.
Yeah. You want me to the outside yellow line?
Yeah, so you see how now it's starting to turn to the right a little bit?
Yeah,
It's really
hard to see.
Yeah, the markings are terrible here, it's alright. And then, yeah, there you go, you got it all lined up. I'll take it from here now. I just want to get you the most out of your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. The parking's kind of a pain.
Traffic,
It's pretty much all differential braking, so full right rudder.
Traffic pattern, I will...
The plane doesn't go reverse, so we'll have to push it back, but you try and get it as aligned as you can, so it's minimal effort for us, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we could shut this off. Yeah, I'll have you do that. I'll shut the plane down. So...